With the 5-1 victory tonight, Oswego State moves to 19-1 on the season and remain the #1 team in the country. Tomorrow night, hated rival Plattsburgh skates into the Campus Center Ice Arena. Puck drops at 7 p.m. For WTOP, I'm Mike Toper. Live from downtown Los Angeles at the Nokia Theater, Mike Toper, ABC 7. With the win tonight, Oswego would likely find itself in new and exciting territory as a top 20 basketball team in Division III. Matt Armstrong's got the highlights. However, this summer, it's a team in green that has spectators coming out to watch. Now, despite advancing to consecutive Frozen Fours, OSU has come up short in each of the past 2 seasons. This year's team, however, is determined to bring home the school's 2nd championship in 5 years. Oswego currently holds an 8-game lead in the SUNYAC standings, and with just under 2 weeks left to play in the regular season, the Lakers are going to be one tough team to catch. Coming into this season, Oswego was picked to finish 2nd in virtually every category. With 15 newcomers, the Lakers were chosen to finish behind Plattsburgh. With a #2 national ranking, however, that hasn't been the case.
You know, all those things that were unknowns to start the season, you know, came together quicker than we thought and in a positive direction. So, hey, we're pleased to be able to host this weekend, and you know, it flip-flopped. We ended up 1st and they ended up 2nd.
I think it's been sort of a surprise season for us. We've really done a lot of the unexpected and really achieved a lot, and we're just keep on rolling and, you know, keep going.
Finishing atop the SUNYAC standings, the Lakers have accumulated numerous awards. Those include Player and Coach of the Year. Rookie of the Year John Whitelaw has his mindset on one goal.
It's a big bonus to our season. Personally, I'd like to have some of the heavier hardware that the team would win there at the end of the season.
Now, beating your rival twice in the season is difficult enough. The Lakers will try to complete the trifecta sweep on the biggest stage, in front of a sold-out Campus Center crowd for the title.
It's a little bit more pressure. There's a little more on the line here now. It's for the championship, so I feel like there's a little more pressure, but we're not going to be holding the 16-8 title. You know, we're going to come in, focus the way we did every other game, and hopefully get the same outcome.
You know, we know what their strengths and weaknesses are, but you know, it's a game of hockey, and regardless where you are, who you're playing, it's going to be the same.
Plattsburgh skates into the championship with an 18-4-4 record. 2 of those losses came at the hands of the green and gold. Records aside, Coach Gosick explains that the objectives are simple.
Our special teams will need to be better than theirs come Saturday night. Our goaltending will need to be better than theirs come Saturday night. Playoff time, when you have 2 equal teams, those are usually the 2 defining things that will make the difference in the game.
If the Lakers can capitalize on those opportunities, then they'll skate away with their first SUNYAC title in nearly 7 years. Mike Toper, WTOP. With hockey and basketball seasons upon us, there's one sport that is often overlooked. Despite the lack of exposure on campus, the swimming and diving team has performed as well as any Oswego State squad.
It's just a great environment with the student athletes and the team that we have here. You know, it's kind of hard not to want to be around here. It's just a great team, great group of guys, girls, a lot of great attitudes, and it's just a fun place to be.
Because I can practice 2.5 hours a day. They're intense and they get hard, so having some of my teammates there to push me definitely makes a difference too.
Since 1994, the team has featured 52 All-American swimmers and divers. It has also seen 32 NCAA qualifiers. This year's team features 3 All-Americans. With all of their success, Coach Mike Holman's swimmers maintain a strong work ethic.
Up to this point, we have consistently been the best team on the deck. This team knows how to handle itself. They know how to support their teammates. They know what's expected of them.
Despite losing only 1 meet this season, both the swimmers and divers are focused on a singular goal.
Our big focus is our conference championship. That's what we can control. That's what we as a team have focused on and developed our mission statement about, is doing everything we can to be as good as we can be for our conference championship.
We're not going to sacrifice that training so that we can swim fast at a dual meet when it does not matter as much as the end result.
As for the end result, Coach Holman's squad will have to wait till the SUNYAC Championships in February. For WTOP, I'm Mike Toper. In sports tonight, Donovan and the Eagles looking to McNabb a spot in the NFC Championship game. After needing a Week 17 win to even get into the playoffs, Philadelphia found themselves taking on the #1 seed New York Giants. These two teams split their regular season matchups. Today, though, had bigger implications. The rubber match taking place in the Meadowlands. SU alum Tom Coughlin leading the Giants. Pick it up in the first quarter. New York up 3-0. Eli Manning drops back and gets picked off by Asante Samuel. His 7th interception in postseason play. Samuel returns it down to inside the 2-yard line. And on 2nd and goal, McNabb uses all of his 6-foot 2-inch frame for the sneak. He earns his Campbell's chunky soup, and Philly goes up 7-3. Second quarter, same score. McNabb here drops back into the end zone. He's ruled for intentional grounding, which counts as a safety. The Giants pick up 2 there, 10-8 Eagles at the half. Third quarter, kicker John Carney misses a 47-yarder. The Giants failed to score any touchdowns in the game. Then start of the fourth quarter, 1st and goal. Donovan fakes the handoff and floats the snowbird to Brent Seelick for the score. And the run continues for McNabb as Philadelphia and the Eagles trump the defending Super Bowl champions 23-11.
This is beautiful.
And expect the Eagles to bring the heat. They take on Arizona next week. And while D. McNabb represented SU football today, the Cuse basketball team continues to rep the Hill. Ranked 9th in the nation, they visited Rutgers last night at the Rack. And Johnny Flynn and Paul Harris, although they're from Niagara, they do look good in orange. The oop to Harris there. And then Johnny Flynn abuses Mike Rosario with a monster dunk. I do believe that's what the kids call mad hops. I just call it embarrassing for the man on his back. Flynn finished with 15 points. Paul Harris finished with a game-high 26 points, shooting 85%. And then up 14, under 2 minutes to go in the game. He decides he needs a little bit of an upper body workout here, doing the chin up on the rim. All Hal Flynn can do is smile, and the Orange win 82-66. After playing a couple cupcake games, Jim Boeheim believes that nobody in the Big East has a tougher schedule than Syracuse.
Over 18 games we're playing.
And first up, it's their rival Hoyas. SU travels to Georgetown Wednesday night with a 7 o'clock tip. Other Big East action taking place today. Jamie Dixon and the #1 team in the land. Pitt taking on St. John's. First half off the block shot. Panthers running. Tim Fry ahead to Gilbert Brown. Pitt up big. Then the Vance Fields later on the second half knocking down the 3. He had 13 points and 9 assists. And then the Panthers continue to pour it on. Brad Wanamaker comes up big with the steal as he takes it all the way for the slam. And Pittsburgh remains undefeated, winning 90-67. Moving to high school hoops, it's one of the most anticipated games of the year. Bishop Ludden taking on CBA today at Lemoyne for the 83rd version of the Holy War. Two of the most respected coaches in Section 3 on the sidelines, Blair Wilkinski for CBA and longtime Ludden coach Pat Donnelly. The brothers coming off a loss to JD started hot this afternoon. Third quarter looking to continue. Stephen Thompson right there. He finished with 9 points. Meanwhile, John Rooney looking to do all he can for Ludden. 3 of his team high 13 right there. But it wouldn't be enough. His name isn't Jesus Shuttlesworth, but he got game. Mike Goodman there for 2 of his game-high 14 points, and the brothers take this one 49-27. They improve to 8-3. For News Channel 9 Sports, I'm Mike Toper.
They play some good young basketball.
You know what? That's not how fans operate, you bandwagoner. Time to get weird. Weird web stories. First up, it's Safisky, of course.
Oh!
This is great. This is Mike Toper, SUNY Oswego.
He's a local reporter who just blasted.
Just wanted to see how much I've always wondered, so I kind of got to give him props for doing it. He wants to see how hard or how much it hurts to get checked.
Oh, that's the easiest way to separate a shoulder right there.
It is.
I would do this. They won't let me, but I've asked to do this. I will do it on my own time.
We won't let you.
Number 4.
Hi, I'm Mike Toper. You know, a lot of people enjoy watching Oswego State hockey, but not many people realize just how hard they hit. Here to help us demonstrate that is Tyler Limebrock. Tyler, what are you going to be doing for us today?
I'm just going to bury you, basically. So.
All right, that sounds great. Let's do it.
Stay tuned, more hockey on WTOP.